Hello, future chemists. Welcome to an exciting journey into the heart of molecular structures. Today, we are diving deep into resonance, a fascinating concept in chemical bonding that explains why some molecules behave in unexpected ways. We'll start with the basics, then move through easy, medium, hard, and even hardest levels, preparing you thoroughly for GMA. Get ready to unlock the secrets of molecular stability and reactivity. Let's kick things off with the easy level, where we'll lay down the foundational understanding of resonance. It's simpler than it sounds. Imagine you're trying to describe a molecule, but no single drawing seems quite right. That's where resonance comes in. It's a mental tool, a way to use multiple Lewis structures, called resonance structures, to represent the true bonding. The real molecule isn't flipping between these drawings, it's a resonance hybrid, a stable average of all of them. Think of it like describing a donkey-zebra hybrid. It's not sometimes a donkey, sometimes a zebra, it's always a zonkey. For a molecule to exhibit resonance, it needs specific features. Firstly, electrons must be able to move or delocalize, typically pi electrons or lone pairs next to a double bond. Secondly, only electrons move, not the atoms themselves, their positions stay fixed. All resonance structures must also have the same total number of electrons and be flat enough for orbital overlap. A great example is the carbonate ion, where 3 CO bonds are identical, not one double and two single, thanks to resonance. Time to test your understanding with some easy practice questions. Pause the video, try to answer them, and then check your solutions. These will help solidify the basic concepts we've just covered. Good luck! Ready to go a bit deeper? Our medium-level content will explore the nuances of drawing resonance structures and understanding their effects. Drawing correct resonance structures requires following a few key rules. Remember, only pi electrons and lone pairs can move, never sigma bonds or atoms. Aim for structures with minimal formal charges and ensure negative charges are on more electronegative atoms. Crucially, try to complete octets for as many atoms as possible, as these structures are more stable and contribute more to the overall hybrid. These guidelines help us identify the most important contributors. It's vital to distinguish between the hypothetical resonance structures and the actual molecule, the resonance hybrid. Resonance structures are just theoretical drawings, they don't exist in reality. The resonance hybrid, however, is the true, single structure of the molecule, an average of all contributors. This hybrid is always more stable than any single canonical form, thanks to electron delocalization. Think of it as a blend, not a switch. Resonance effects also describe how substituents influence electron density. A plus-R effect means a group donates electrons to the system, like an OR group, increasing electron density. Conversely, a R effect means a group withdraws electrons, such as a NO group, decreasing electron density. These effects are crucial for understanding reactivity, especially in aromatic compounds. Benzene is a classic example. Its exceptional stability and identical carbon-carbon bond lengths are perfectly explained by resonance. Now, let's challenge ourselves with 5 medium-level practice questions. These will require you to apply the rules for drawing resonance structures and understanding the different types of resonance effects. Take your time, think critically, and try your best. Alright, let's step up the game. The hard level dives into the quantitative and theoretical aspects of resonance. Not all resonance structures are created equal. Their contribution to the resonance hybrid depends on their stability. Structures with more covalent bonds and complete octets are generally more stable and contribute significantly. Minimizing charge separation and placing negative charges on more electronegative atoms also leads to greater stability. Understanding these factors helps us predict which resonance forms are most important in describing a molecule's true nature. resonance energy is a key concept. It's the extra stability a molecule gains due to electron delocalization, calculated as the energy difference between the resonance hybrid and the most stable hypothetical canonical form. A higher resonance energy means a more stable molecule. Aromaticity, a special type of resonance found in cyclic, planar, conjugated systems following Huckel's 4n+2 electron rule, provides immense stability, making compounds like benzene exceptionally stable. At its core, resonance is about electron delocalization versus localization. Localized electrons are confined to a specific bond or atom, while delocalized electrons are spread over multiple atoms. This spreading out of electron density lowers the molecule's energy, making it more stable. This delocalization also explains the stability of reactive intermediates like carbocations, carbanions, and free radicals, profoundly impacting reaction mechanisms and product outcomes. It's time for some hard-hitting questions. These 7 problems will challenge your understanding of resonance energy, aromaticity, and the relative contributions of different resonance structures. Work through them diligently to deepen your conceptual grasp. Welcome to the hardest level. Here, we'll explore resonance through the lens of advanced theories and its real-world implications, including competitive exam insights. From a molecular orbital theory perspective, resonance isn't about structures oscillating, it's about electrons truly delocalizing in extended molecular orbitals that span across multiple atoms. Valence bond theory's resonance structures are simply a simplified way to represent this complex electron distribution. Mott provides a more accurate picture, showing how this delocalization naturally leads to lower energy states and thus, the enhanced stability we observe, which resonance energy attempts to quantify. Quantifying resonance energy accurately is tricky. We often estimate it by comparing experimental heats of hydrogenation or combustion with theoretical values for hypothetical non-resonating structures. For example, benzene's observed heat of hydrogenation is significantly less than what would be expected for a cyclohexatriene with localized double bonds, the difference being its resonance energy. However, these methods have limitations, as the hypothetical non-resonating structures are not real, and other factors can influence energy values. Resonance is a powerhouse in organic reaction mechanisms. It stabilizes crucial intermediates like carbocations and carbanions, dictating reaction pathways and rates. For instance, resonance stabilization of transition states can lower activation energy, speeding up reactions like SVIN. It also explains regoselectivity, guiding where new substituents attach to a molecule. Furthermore, resonance profoundly impacts acidity and basicity, stabilizing conjugate bases or making lone pairs less available for protonation. We also compare it to hyperconjugation, a weaker, sigma-electron delocalization effect. Resonance extends far beyond simple molecules. It's fundamental to the unique properties of heterocyclic compounds like pyrrole, which achieve aromaticity through lone pair involvement. It's key to understanding conjugated polymers, where extensive delocalization makes them electrically conductive. In biology, resonance in peptide bonds dictates protein structure, and in DNA bases, it contributes to stability. This ubiquitous concept underpins vast areas of chemistry and biology, showcasing its incredible power and relevance. Now, tackle the first 5 questions of our hardest level. These problems demand a comprehensive understanding of resonance, its theoretical underpinnings, and its practical applications in reactivity and stability. Give them your best shot. Here are the final 5 questions for our hardest level. These will really push your analytical skills, connecting resonance to complex organic reactions, bond orders, and the properties of advanced materials. Conquer these, and you'll have a masterful grasp of resonance. And that wraps up our deep dive into resonance. From basic definitions to advanced applications, you've journeyed through a critical concept in chemistry. To continue your learning, Explore more topics and practice questions on synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting chemistry lessons. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep excelling in your G main preparation. See you next time.